Welcome back, everyone, to Noob Wrestling. I'm your host, Nick. Is Joe Hendry good for the WWE? Let's get into it.
Welcome to Noob Wrestling!
A couple months ago, me and Anastasia and the family had the pleasure of going to NXT here in upstate New York. They had a show going on in Utica, and we were able to go. We were able to get really, really nice seats right up against the barricade. And we got tickets for some like early access stuff behind. We got to get pictures by the ring. We got to meet a couple of the wrestlers as part of the deal with when you buy the early pass things that we got. They were cheap enough, they were affordable, so we were able to do it. Because realistically, when are you going to be able to do that at a WWE show without the prices being absolutely ridiculous? So that being said, Anastasia had a great time. And there's two people she really wanted to see at the show. One being Sol Ruca, and two being Joe Hendry. We got to see Sol Ruca. She kind of ran right by us. We're right there by the barricade. She came out. We reached her hands out, and we got a high five. Me and Anastasia both got high fives from her as she came out. So that was pretty exciting and pretty cool. But where the real magic happened was when Joe Hendry came out. Joe Hendry came out to his classic famous music. Everyone started cheering, waving their hands around like crazy. And we got to see him throw down. It was pretty exciting. But the best part of it was, at the end, he went around and took pictures with everyone that were seated by the barricades. He went all the way around, which he really didn't have to. That was very nice of him. And he came all the way around to us. So 40 minutes later, Anastasia and I are sitting there, and he comes by, and we were able to get a picture with him. That will forever be one of the greatest moments I've had with Anastasia. To see her face and how absolutely excited she was something really special, and I'll never forget that. And also, my 8-month-old calms down when we play the Joe Hendry theme song. Don't ask me why. When she's upset, we play it on the phone. She claps, Anastasia claps with her, and everyone's happy. So for that, Joe, thank you. But is Joe Hendry good for the WWE? Of course he is. Of course he is. You know, a lot of people sit there and say Joe Hendry's just a one-trick pony, kind of like Danhausen. I don't believe that argument, because that's what makes them good. That's what makes them them. That's like saying if the Three Stooges weren't funny, they wouldn't be the Three Stooges. Yeah, well, of course, 'cause that's what made them good. You don't have to be the Brock Lesnar, the John Cena. You don't need to be those guys. You just need to be yourself and be good at what you do. And Joe Hendry is very good at what he does, and that's why he's in the WWE. So I can't stand when people sit there and say, if it wasn't for his song, he wouldn't be anything. He worked hard to market himself and create that image of himself. And that's why he is where he is. So that's like sitting there saying, if you weren't good at business, you wouldn't be a millionaire. Yeah, but the fact is, people are. And Joe Hendry was able to market himself in a way to where people recognize his music. People recognize the smile. So again, I just don't understand that argument that, he's a one-trick pony and he wouldn't be good and he's not good enough for the WWE. I like him. The crowds, again, seem to always like him when he comes out. I don't hear anyone booing. Matter of fact, at NXT, the whole place went absolutely nuts when he came out. Anastasia was climbing up my arm trying to get a better view of him. So I think Joe Hendry's just fine. I think Joe Hendry is perfect for the WWE. Not every wrestler has to be for you. There's certain wrestlers that are marketed towards the kids. There's some wrestlers that are marketed to anyone. It's the serious wrestlers, the older wrestlers. There should be something for everyone in wrestling, don't you think? So that's my thoughts. I think Joe Hendry is perfect where he is. He's perfect at what he does, and I enjoy watching him. Let me know what you think down below. Do you like Joe Hendry? Do you believe? Because I'll tell you right now, in this household, we believe. If you like this content, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.
No wrestling, we crash the ring. It's so hard, make the whole crow sing. Fly off top, yeah, we bring that pain. No gang here, we don't play no game. Boom, 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 boom. Like, subscribe, hit that bell right now. We done wave and we run this for watching, we'll see you again. No Bristol, let me tell